but Ravi only smiled. "A little kindness," he replied gently, "doesn't make the heart poorer." From that day on, the family cared for the puppy, whom they affectionately named Chintu. It wasn't easy, but they managed. Every meal, they set aside a tiny portion for their new furry family member. And in return, Chintu gave them something priceless: unconditional love. As weeks passed, Chintu grew stronger and healthier. Soon, he began accompanying Ravi to the park each day. He'd sit proudly beside the peanut cart, wagging his tail at customers who stopped by. Chintu quickly became the star attraction. Children ran up to pet him, and even adults began visiting more often, not just for peanuts, but for the joy of seeing the cheerful little dog. Ravi's business started to pick up, and for the first time in years, he felt a glimmer of hope.
But Chintu's loyalty was about to transform Ravi's life in a far greater way. One quiet night, while the family slept, Chintu's bark echoed sharply through the small home. He growled and scratched at the front door, determination blazing in his eyes. Startled awake, Ravi grabbed a flashlight and rushed outside, Chintu at his heels. What he saw sent a jolt of fear through him, a group of men trying to break into the jewelry shop across the street. Ravi didn't have time to think. He shouted at the top of his lungs to wake the neighbors. At the same time, Chintu charged straight at the intruders, barking ferociously and snapping at their heels. The men panicked, their plan unraveling as the commotion drew more and more attention. In their scramble to escape, one of them was caught by an angry mob of neighbors. The police arrived soon after, arresting the entire gang thanks to the captured thief's confession. The jewelry shop owner, overwhelmed with gratitude, didn't forget Ravi's bravery, or Chintu's. A few days later, he visited Ravi at his humble home, handing him an envelope of money as a reward. But that wasn't all. The owner offered Ravi a permanent job as a night security guard at the shop, a job that paid far better than selling peanuts ever had. Overnight, Ravi's life changed. His days of worrying about making ends meet were over. He used the money to repair his home, buy better clothes for his children, and ensure his wife no longer had to stretch their meals to feed everyone. The peanut cart, the humble source of his earnings for so long, was retired. But one thing remained unchanged. Chintu, Ravi's faithful companion, stayed by his side as he navigated this brighter future. But Chintu's loyalty was about to transform Ravi's life in a far greater way. Ravi often reflected on the night he picked up a helpless little puppy from the cold streets. At the time, he hadn't imagined that one small act of kindness could ripple through his life in such a profound way. But he'd learned an important truth. When you give to the world with an open heart, the world has a way of giving back when you need it most. Kindness doesn't demand wealth.